Shilpa, you're coming up with a new show called Shape of You. So what's new on the show for the audience?
So I've done cinema, I've done television, and now it's time for radio. So I'm an RJ for the first time. So ये अलग है मेरे लिए, एक अलग किरदार. And the Shape of You is based on obviously not just the shape of people's physical bodies, but also their personalities, their mental health. You know, I just think it's different and it's very relevant in today's time and age. So I'm loving playing this role and also listening to people's journeys in their wellness and their health goals.
Which side of Shilpa's personality do we get to see during the show?
I don't think there's anything that is hidden anymore. But they'll get a closer insight or look into my life and my, my love and my passion for health and fitness and wellness. And I'm trying to emphasize more on mental health through this show. And I really hope I'm able to, cater to more people and target the problems that, this generation's facing in terms of, insecurities and, the whole pressure with social media and even COVID, for example. It's taken a toll on our mental health. So I really hope that it can answer a lot of questions for this generation and the generations, before. I think it just caters to all, one and all. So I think it's an interesting show from, that perspective.
Shilpa, I know you've heard this a million times over, but you look radiant. And what's the secret behind that? You've got to tell us.
Makeup. No, I think it's yoga. I'd have to give credit to yoga. I think when you're aligned and and you're living in awareness, it kind of reflects on the outside.
Today you're shooting in a vanity van. I was wondering, what kind of music or vibe do you create in the van?
Tanya, my stylist and my designer, came into the van and she was like, whoa, what is this music? So I was listening to Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu and it was like in this very calming. I like to create, an ambiance where I feel calm and I feel happy and I feel positive. So then I can exude that when I go onto the sets.
And what are the things that you must have in your vanity van?
Must-haves. A television. That's missing right now because I love watching Crime Patrol when I get the time. Well, but when you're doing shows and all, you hardly get any time. But in between shots when you're filming, I love watching, and my iPad also. So I now catch up on a lot of stuff that's on the OTT platform.
Now, this is a question on all of our minds. What is your diet schedule like?
Oh, that you have to ask my man Friday. He's amazing. He keeps everything from almond milk to, makhanas to, all things that I can, eat that when I'm peckish. Well, I've talked about it in my book, The Great Indian Diet, what I eat, what I, practice. I like to keep a very clean, healthy diet. I don't like junk food. So just keeping the basics in place. I like to keep it high protein, high fiber in the mornings. And I go into a very big lunch that consists of rice and a protein and a sabzi. And I ended up with some good or maybe some dark chocolate if I feel like it. And then it goes into snack, which is like, I also like to have like pomegranates, blueberries, papita. I love fruit. So that also, there's a certain aspect that I make sure that I, add to my nutrition and my diet. And then the night I like to keep it light. I love my chai with coconut sugar. 2 cups of tea, one in the morning, one in the evening. And in the night it's simple. I wind down with like a lighter meal. More, again, high protein with a soup.
Shilpa, can you tell us, now this is something that our audience would love to know, and so would we. How do you define self-love?
If you don't have love for yourself, you can't expect other people to love you. And keep it simple, keep it soulful, and learn to appreciate yourself, live in gratitude, and believe that someone else up there loves you unconditionally. So yeah, if you have that, you'll always be very happy.